Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Check Show!
Ahoy, hoy, friends. You may not know this, but we just had an amazing show and we didn't invite anyone. We had like the first 8 minutes of the show and we had no idea that you all weren't here. Well, you were there in the waiting room. So, hi, we're so glad to be here. Super glad. And I know that we have an enthusiastic band of irregulars in the waiting room right now as well. And Flynn is particularly enjoying himself this morning. It's been like one bust up to the next. Well, what do you think, Flynn? Are we live?
We are this time. So there was like a problem. There's been this problem recently with StreamYard where it's taking like multiple clicks to go to like actually get live, which is weird. It used to just be one. Oh my goodness. Hi, everybody.
Well, welcome. We're super happy to see you.
We are. And Kim is here.
Oh, yay.
And I saw Wilfred is here earlier, and Dan Bakken, and like a whole ton of other people. Like, hi, everybody.
Kim,
so weird.
Kim knows it's not a stream without technical difficulties.
Good, and see, look at it, and look who else is here. Iceberg is here. Hi, Mel. Oh, good. Okay, so it's not just me. See, it has been off lately. I knew it. There's something weird. There's something weird. It's not just me being ridiculous. I mean, that's probably 80% of it. But
well, I think we can clue you in on some of what's up today. But we should welcome our wonderful cast in the green room.
And because they've already been on once, so and like we've been and had a full conversation. So I'm just gonna bring them on for the first time in 2023. It's Moto, Minifigchick, and Holly. Ding, 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 ding. Hello. Second time's a charm.
Oh and we already broke Flynn before he even started.
Do you ever wish in a conversation that you get a do-over? We get a do-over.
We do get a do-over.
And now Moto's frozen, so there's that.
Okay, well.
Oh my goodness.
Well, hi everybody. Welcome.
I don't know that we're going to back up over the whole flying car.
No,
I don't
think
so. If anyone out there is
so.
interested, we've decided the future is here and now because you can pre-order a flying car. So get on that.
Wow, that was an awesome sort of crystallization of that whole 8 minutes right there.
That's
in
true.
One sentence.
Well, although I did look up, we were talking about how Blade Runner, we were talking about films that were made in the past that would see 2023 or where we close to where we are now as the future. And by the way, 2019 is when the original Blade Runner was supposed to have taken place. So we've already blown past the giant dirigible with a
future is in the past.
Billboard on the side. Oh my goodness. Whew, how funny. Whew, wow.
Moto's was just starting to go over his crazy wild adventures with us, and I'm sure
he'll be back in a moment.
He's stepped away, but he'll be back.
And as Wilfred points out, at least we weren't muted.
It's true. We weren't
muted. It's kind of fun though when you see us all animated and you just can't. You have to.
It was quite ridiculous. Anyway, here we go. There he is. There he is.
Moto, I have to. One bit I would like to revisit is that amazing fan you showed us.
Yes. Show it off.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, the what?
The fan.
All
of the. Yes.
Yeah. So yes, we are gonna go back to this. So Moto and Mr. Meow went on a fantastic adventure. That's a great book. I want to write that book.
Fantastic.
Moto and Mr. Meow go on a fantastic adventure.
At least a mini series.
I like it.
So tell us about your amazing adventure.
Well, over 8 days, we visited a bunch of national parks, national forests, national monuments, and also every day. And once we got into it, I'd find some undiscovered place that was as remote as I could get. But here's the fan. This won't have the remote stuff. But if you guys know the national park system, like I do,
Check that out.
Whoa.
that's a lot to do in 8 days.
And so you would get those at the visitor center.
Yeah, we get these at the well. You get them once you pay or show your special pass at the guard gate thing. That's when they hand you the paper materials, and then I don't have all the stuff because a lot of places shut down during the winter and go to a small crew.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Visitor centers were completely closed by the time we got up in the early morning or later. But yeah, I was telling you guys, Mr. Meow is one heck of an outdoorsman. He was. His favorite stuff was the remote places that had no map. So I was telling you guys, yeah, and you can go on my Flickr account and see all this stuff, or Facebook. But one of them was, his favorite one was called Hope Arch. It's the middle of Arizona. It's out in the desert. And the instructions are you go down a dirt road, you look to the right, and once you see the arch, you need to stop the vehicle because it only appears for one little part of the road.
Yep.
And we did that. And then we just walked directly to the arch. There's supposedly a trail, but we couldn't find all the stuff. And we did 3/4 of a mile in 20 minutes. And that's over like beach type desert sand, really fine sand.
Yeah.
That's as the crow
Very
flies,
cool.
just about.
Yeah, but if you're a hiker, you know anything that's like above 2.5 to 3 miles an hour for a trail is blistering.
Maybe
It's
How
fast.
did you have time to take pictures?
I just stop and I click and I move and I click. I'm not one of those guys that has a tripod and spends 10 minutes taking one photo.
That's me. That's me.
I just run along and I'm like, and I compose it. I'm click, 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 click. So we just take them as we go.
Very
maybe I'm
good.
hoping you can
Yeah.
confirm a theory that I have
Sure.
about people who work in 4 national or state parks and especially rangers. And that is based on every experience I've ever had that they really like their jobs. They're all so into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Rangers, especially, Rangers are probably my favorite public servants of the United States government. If you've ever met a ranger, hung out with them, they're absolutely incredible. But also, you absolutely do not mess with a ranger.
Right.
You do not mess with a ranger. I got a speeding ticket by a ranger once, which is kind of interesting. So if you get a speeding ticket by a ranger, it's a federal ticket. You need to, if you want to contest it, you need to show up in the nearest federal court, which was a state and a half away in New Mexico at the time. I just paid the fine. I was like, yeah, I was going 45 and a 35. Take my money. It's all cool. You're a ranger. I was speeding. But they're absolutely inspiring too if you actually have time to talk to them. So my son got to hang out with 3 or 4 rangers because he was doing junior park ranger booklets along the way, getting his little badges as he went. But yeah, they're all really cool.
How fun.
Well, what a great primary experience, not
Yep.
not a mediated experience.
One
That's
scary.
great.
One scare on the whole trip.
And since you mentioned it, you have pins, right? You
I do.
bought
I
pins.
have.
You have many to share over the coming weeks.
12 or 13, just looking at them. Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
would you like to kick off pins by showing one of them?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here we go. We'll start with Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park. This is in western Colorado.
Gunnison.
Wow, very cool.
skiing
Nice.
there. Hey, that's a really
So
small town.
imagine a canyon that is the opposite of the Grand Canyon. It starts like this and it goes straight down.
Wow.
Definitely a canyon you don't want to fall in.
Oh, you don't want to fall in any canyon, but that one at least you could scream till you hit the bottom. You wouldn't just be like, ow, 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 ow. You'd be like, ah. And the little Mario music would play. Do, 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 do.
Kara, what have you got for us today?
I have one of my favorite Disney movies, or part of it. So in Fantasia, this is
Awesome.
Hyacinth the Hippo and Ben Alligator dancing to Dance of the Hours.
So good.
My favorite scenes. My favorite
Very
my favorite
good.
characters from Disney.
All right, Holly.
All right, I wasn't sure if I was going to show an older and new one, but looks like everybody's showing new ones. So I don't think you guys have seen this one. It's another Film Pen Society. It's kind of hard to make out, but anybody who does any sort of editing or digital art,
Oh, I see what it
Is it
is.
a tool
Yeah,
set?
the tool
It's a
set.
toolbar,
Tool
yeah,
palette.
That
Tool-
is
tool palette.
awesome.
Very good.
that's a fun one.
All right.
Well,
Whoops,
I've
that's
got-
Moto.
I've got
This is
one.
us.
I've shown
Now
another
we'll
pin from
see.
the Chabot Space and Science Center, but this one here. Let's see. Clicky's coming around the corner. There we go. Is a NASA pin that I got at the Chabot Space and Science Center.
Most
Great
excellent.
graphic
good.
design from NASA.
And mine, I got this one for Christmas from Richard, and I do love it so much. It's so me. It's Wednesday
Yes.
Addams, and it says, "I am smiling."
I need that too.
Super happy about that one.
Audrey says hi, by the way.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi, Audrey.
You know, Moto, you know what I like to get when I go into a national park visitor center is a Viewmaster reel. And they still have them for all of those.
So,
Yeah,
by the way,
they do.
everybody,
They do.
now is the time. Sorry to interrupt, but now is the time for you to say hello in the chat because we're about to say hi to everybody. We're getting a little behind on things, so trying to catch up a little bit here. Sorry.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to Matthew Builds Bricks, who was just followed by Matthew Ashton.
Very good.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
such
he
a
got-
great
He
showrunner.
got to meet
I got to meet him.
Got to meet Matthew and Brickmaster Amy yesterday. They were doing an appearance, so that's awesome. Very cool.
Very cool.
Sorry,
Mm.
how's that going?
Good, good. Oh, and I did want to tell everybody while we're waiting to say hello to everybody. Just wanted to let everybody know that there will not be a show next week. I know we're just here, but
How's that going?
I have exciting. I am going to Legoland with Amy from Lego Masters, Amy DD, not Brickmaster Amy. She got in touch with me and was like, impromptu trip to Legoland. And I was like, okay. So we're going to be at Legoland next weekend. So we'll have some. I've never
Well,
been.
that's a shame. It was going to be at my birthday show.
Oh.
Well, we'll have to catch up.
Well, we will have one. Well, we'll have one the following weekend.
All
Make
right.
It'll be a birth week show.
Birth week show.
Birthday
There we
month.
go.
Fair enough.
Well, I hope you'll take lots of pictures when you're at Legoland.
I will.
Neither of us, this is crazy. I don't know how this is possible, but neither of us has ever been to Legoland. Yeah.
And-
I've never been to one either. Never.
There
Oh
was
my
like,
goodness.
like you live in California. It's not really that far.
Well, I know, but it's
Well,
far
it is.
enough.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
Or is it one of those things where you figure you can kind of go anytime and so then you never go?
I guess honestly, I think it just hasn't been a priority. Like we've just had
Yeah.
other, like other things. But so hey, let's say hi to everybody who's here. So we got Alexander 23Z, Carolyn CCCCCCCC. We've got Chris Quick Trip to MK Shop Chalice. Dan Bakken is
Dan
here. Hi,
Bakken.
Dan. We've got Darren Siegfried, David Wilkie, Debo Bricks is here. So good to see you. And Fabby Fan MKE. So glad to see those two names like next to each other in the list again. Makes me very happy. Gergonzola is here. Heather Mraz, Hooded One. Jake Sadovich is here. Hey, Jake, how's it going? Jason Seacrest back in for the first time in a little while. JMT14, hello. Lego Don. Lisa Head is here. Hi.
And kicking off an epic Emscapades, we've got
Marilyn Parmley, Matthew Bills Bricks, Minifigchick, Minifig Nick, Monica Berry, and Moto. Woo! That was a good one. We've got Oliver is here. PT McEwen. Hey, PT, haven't seen you in a little while. We got Rob Zaccardi and the Zaccardis. Hello. We got Sam and Kat Harmon. Scott Caswell is here. Hello. We got Smoke Up Johnny. Steve Parmley is here. Steve. Vicarious Brickstress. And now we haven't seen these two names finishing off the list together in quite some time, and it makes my heart so warm.
We don't have to say where they are because we
know
where
they know where they are. Bonsoir to Wilfred, and of course to Zerkino Kim. Hooray!
He's right here.
I know.
I like Wilfred's comment
about. Sorry, I was.
He says, "Now you have to get a big present for me from Legoland."
Yes, I will. Well, you gotta. Yeah.
We were actually just there not long ago. So.
Oh, Scott.
So golly, hi everybody. Actually, Chris Chalice, we did not do the Bill and Legoland because it was closed when we were there.
Yeah, we
it's
tried.
off season.
I didn't even know that.
Yep, it's off season, so it was closed.
It hasn't closed that time of year in the past.
It was closed.
I think it's
That's
only
all I
on the
know.
weekends or something.
Yeah, I think maybe only weekends, and
That's interesting because they usually offer like a behind-the-scenes tour as part of that kind of whole Scareback fan weekend thing.
That would make sense.
No. They heard Flynn and Richard were coming, and they just couldn't.
I know they're like, no, sorry.
I mean,
not for you."
honestly, I don't think we would have been able to fit it in the schedule anyway. It was
we wouldn't
busy.
have.
I wasn't able to go. Like I was only ever out of the 3 trips that I've taken, I was able to go once, and it was only after. I think like after 4 p.m. or something, you get in for free or for cheap.
Well, right, when that's what we were hoping to do,
Yeah.
but we were only there for a few days before Scareback weekend started, and again,
Our dance card was full.
yeah, we were full. I think even if we might have been able to go on our very first day there if they were open, but. They were unfortunately not.
Next
I'm
time.
surprised you didn't impersonate as a child and then give you a free pass at the gate and they let you in.
Yeah, I don't think that they do that even if they're closed, or especially if they're closed. Could be, and I wasn't about to pull like a Chevy Chase in Vacation.
Did you punch? Yeah, did you punch the moose in the face?
I know.
Came all this way.
I know. I tried to punch the Lego dragon in the face, and it just cut my knuckles up. That was all I got out of it.
So I see some heads down and busy hands here. What are people working on? Kara, what are you working on?
I am we're continuing to work on my chainmail
it's grown.
tunic. I managed to get another 350 rings, so I think I might be able to get the tunic actually completed.
That's
Wow.
incredible.
All I need
That's
now
amazing.
is I have some of the pearl gold dots rings I'm going to use for the around the collar, the embellishment, but I only have 6. So I need to get more of these in pearl gold.
Wow, that'll be great. We'll have to keep us up on the progress on that. What a huge fun project.
It's getting actually kind of heavy. I mean,
I was
a
gonna
lot of
say.
dots tags.
I think it would also be one of the more comfortable Lego garments to wear because it's not all sharp edges.
Oh yeah. Plus, I mean, you wear it this way, so you get some movement and stretch in it, sort of.
Very cool.
How about you, Holly?
So I haven't been in this room. I've been like out of town and sick and all kinds of stuff. So I haven't really been in this room for a couple of weeks. So I'm finishing off my little book series. These little Bricktober sets from a couple of years ago.
Oh
that I
yeah,
finally got
very
around to putting
good.
together. So this one is like the like Little Red Riding Hood. So that's like the wolf in the bed.
Yeah,
You can see it.
that's a
Cute.
cool little tiny wolf.
Little micro wolf. And here's like the Hansel and Gretel one.
Hansel.
Yeah. So there's that one, and then the Jack and the Beanstalk one is really cool.
Oh, that's great.
That's super cute.
The little micro town with the big cloud thing coming out of it. So,
Very good.
and then I think I had done the Alice in Wonderland one while we were on the stream last time.
Oh, very cool.
You have been busy.
Yeah.
So cute.
So this Little Red Riding Hood's the last one of that series, and then I'll put them on the bookshelf like with my Christmas Carol book, and they'll just be like a little series on that shelf.
Little library.
Mm-hmm.
Moto, you look like you're working on something too.
Oh, I was sorting things.
Admirable.
Little plant stems
As you do.
that I use. But no, I put together 2 things over the break. Both were gifts. So we had a Secret Santa from season 2, and Richard from season 2 made a classic space logo. IRL.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whoa,
That is cool.
That's crazy.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's almost like he's a great builder or something.
That's pretty awesome.
And it's
Would you
so
even say he
coincidental.
might be a master builder?
He might be worthy of going on a show on the TV, I think.
A Lego
that's,
master even?
Yeah. But he's yeah, really cool. And then this one I've wanted to get for a while, but if you think all the way back to Friendship-tember, I won Martin Harris's Friendship-tember build, and it finally came.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
So
I love
of course,
that there's a mini
Mr.
doll in it.
Yeah, Mr. Meow. There's 2 Mr. Meows in the wings. Of course, Mr. Meow thinks this is the best build ever created. And all my other
I'm
stuff is
sure.
That's
junk.
pretty cool.
Well,
He's like, Dad, your stuff needs more cats like that. I'm like, thanks, buddy. If only I was Martin Harris, buddy. If only I was Martin Harris.
There's a book that you could probably rip off called More Bears. It was one of my kids' favorite like children's books, but like basically it's like the author trying to tell a story and the kids are interjecting, demanding that there be more bears in the story. So then that's what the story becomes about. It just has this like ridiculous amount of bears. So you should just like
I need
copy
this
that
book in my
and
life.
cats.
What was the name of it? I'm going to look it up right now.
More bears.
More
Bears.
I could almost recite it. I had to read it so many times.
You know, I wanted to thank Minifigchick for managing the Tricky Lug Secret Santa
Oh, yeah.
project, which I think was a raging success. And raging. And right as Moto was presenting his classic space, I was thinking about my Secret Santa was Fabufen MKE, who made this wonderful
Oh, cool.
3D classic space
Wow.
logo
It's
with the
so
rainbow pattern on it, swoosh.
That's
And
Awesome.
it gave really excellent instructions, and it came in 2 bags with sub bags in them. It was just wonderful. And look, even greebling the Lowell sphere.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Thank you so much.
And my Secret Santa giver was Judy MT, who you've seen in the chat before, and she made me a little Liz and Santa habitat
so cute.
because Liz.
so that was so fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
You're welcome.
So, speaking of cool, we've got some crazy stuff's been being announced in the past couple of weeks when we were away. Like,
It never stops, does it?
No,
it just keeps going.
no, it doesn't ever stop.
It's like there's factories or something.
I know, like what the heck. So I'm gonna do my best because I'm on. Like I used to have a dual monitor, and now I'm on one monitor. So I'm trying to cram everything into one. So
Uh-oh.
give me
That's the
a
difference.
little. Yes, that is the difference.
By the way, you guys didn't hear it, but they've managed to convert their dining room from 90% studio, 10% dining into 60-40 now.
yeah, I would
Something
call
like
it
that. Yeah, we could
60-40.
actually, within just a few minutes preparation, we can have people sit around a table
Ugh,
and share food.
so
Wow.
awesome. I know it's very exciting.
You could do D&D campaigns.
We can. We
Well,
and,
we
and
did one last
have.
night.
Yeah,
Segway.
yeah.
Sorry.
What was that?
Oh,
Segway.
Segue.
Got a cough there.
Yeah,
What
we are
could
going to
he
talk
be
about
talking
that.
about?
But that is the first on our list is why am I having such a hard time here? I just really.
Well, you're all discombobulated.
I
because
am. I'm
going
like,
from 2 screens down to 1 is I'm
can't-
so used to 2 screens now.
Yeah.
I did it.
Wow, you're gonna get used to that.
I did it, but the trick is I got a 34-inch 4K display, and that's the way to pull it off is
Yeah.
to make the real estate just massive.
Yeah, I
My
have one of those
nephew
at
got
work,
a
and it's still not enough. It's still not enough screen space. I can always go bigger.
Our nephew got a curved screen that's 3 screens
Whoa.
wide. It was like the Bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah, people are loving this bouquet.
It's
I haven't
gorgeous.
seen that yet.
Oh, you haven't? Wow.
Nope.
I'm,
No, I haven't actually. I haven't been paying any attention to the news. So this
Oh,
is
then you're going to see
all
lots of
brand new
cool
for
stuff
me.
today. Whoops. No. Why? Stop. Stop.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's the other one.
There was so much awesomeness just in that flash.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll get it back on. Sorry about that. That was, I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
Clicking.
Was the space bar like stuck or something?
No, it's called only working in one stinking thing here.
Well, Clicky has been very busy over the holidays,
Really?
but they're back now, so
Oh.
Clicky's going to be helping out.
So for the last 3 months, Mr. Meow has been sorting his Lego collection, and I've been helping him, all his loose pieces. And every time we go to Bricks and Minifigures, he always is like, I need another brick separator. I need to collect another brick separator. So he consolidated them all.
Yeah.
And you guys would love it. The other day he goes, Daddy, I've got too many clickies.
Can never have too many. Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
you can.
The wildflower bouquet. Hey, Cy O'Connor's here. How's it going?
Hey,
So yeah, all these new botanical sets are really, really fantastic. I say all. There's 2. So there's the wildflower bouquet.
The recolors and the imaginative parts are where it's at. For these guys.
There's pirate pirate captain hats on that purple and what do you
No
call
way.
that?
Magenta.
Magenta. Here we go. Let's pull in close up, shall we?
Wow.
Whoa! I just entered the Matrix.
I know.
Oh
Yay.
my God! Purple, pirate, and pink.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah,
and
look at that.
Oh, my
correct.
friend's pirate army is going to be super happy.
So this is the I
That's
didn't mean to
cool.
do that, but here we are. In another entirely different color scheme, we have this here dried flower centerpiece, which I think is
Gorgeous.
it's really
And notice
beautiful.
that they're going back to some really vintagey parts, like those pine trees go way back, different color,
the
but
old
way
pine
back.
trees.
And
In
then the
olive
prior
green
one-
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the prior one, it was the palm leaves are incredibly hard to find, and now it came out with a whole ton of them, so that's cool.
Yeah, well, and I just love the colors in this. And I even
Yeah.
see there's some gears in here.
Yeah, Technic
Really?
gears. Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
right
these
here.
are kind of incredible parts packs, especially for
So they are.
the colors, because you get so many of the same parts too.
Yep. Oh, look, it's the new piece that's the corn
Mhm.
stalk thing.
Yeah,
Mm.
Look, the curvy bit that comes off of it.
yeah,
I
and you
feel
can
like-
get some. The bananas are on that flower to the right, upper right.
Bananas. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
feel like the botanicals are one of the best gifts to give friends who are non-Lego builders. Just beautiful display pieces, and they have interesting build techniques, but they're not incredibly complicated to assemble.
Yeah, we're having fun with these at work. Because we're working on wildwood, and it's all there's just of course foliage and landscaping everywhere in the film. We've felt inspired, and I've been able to get a couple of coworkers to build with me. So I'm gonna just take all of these to work and build them there.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
team
now Debo says that's not bananas, those
Oh,
are
it's not?
wheel arches.
Oh, even better.
Oh,
Cool, even better. Oh yeah, they
Oh
are.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because
Oh, yeah.
how would they have held those in if they were bananas?
Well,
But
they
there's
were at an
pumpkins.
angle, so I thought maybe they were on a clip and just like
Yeah.
on a like one of those wrench type pieces where you could put them on a clip and then like twist
Oh.
them a bit.
Look what I just saw. These are made from epaulets.
Oh,
yeah.
my word.
That's so smart. It's like they had an NPU contest. Nights
Are they-
Yeah.
Parts Usage
are those-
contest.
Olive green trees. Are those?
Yes, I
that a
think
new-
they're.
Is that a new color for that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
Very
I
cool.
mean, we have a bunch of those kinds of trees, so I would love to add some other colors to that. I've even got a couple of the ones that have like the painted snow on them.
Those are expensive.
Awesome. Yeah.
Here's the so anyway, we did get kind of pulled away from this one, so I do want to come back to this just because it is really stunning. And look, we get those eggshells in blue, and in the other one we had them in olive green.
Lavender minifig head.
Ooh, is this new? Is this the
I think
Cinderella blue leaves?
I think it is. Yeah.
Upside down flowers.
Yay.
Oh, wow. Just beautiful.
That's fun.
Nicely done.
All right, let's see what else we got. Now the rest of these are in no particular order. So adorable dogs.
Oh, those are cute.
This is a
With the
new
leash
creator
even.
set that's coming out. It is so cute. And again, like if you look at it, they're really kind of going out there with parts a little bit. Like the green chew toy that has the little balls on the end.
Mm-hmm.
And the use of the clips on the brush. I don't know, there's just a lot of it just seems like a lot of thought going into like good piece. I don't know, good piece usage. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that they haven't in the past, but I just mean like there's obviously a lot of attention being paid because that brush could have been much simpler, and like I think it's great.
You could say they're thinking outside the brick.
Aye.
You could.
Here's one
Sorry,
I'm
this is so
particularly
sorry.
excited about right now. The bird nest that's going to be coming out for Easter. It's so cute.
Yeah, that's adorable. So we have in our bathroom window, we've got we have the bonsai tree. We've got giant 3D printed Lego flowers. We've got the previous birds from a few years ago, and this is going to be perfect for it.
Well, and then there's that one that's coming out. That's the birdhouses. Remember we looked at that one? That was super cute. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh yes, the gift with purchase, which is actually available right now. The Black Sun Cruiser.
Yeah, are they still like available? They're still in stock?
I mean, I don't know if they're still in stock. I just know that in the date of them being available, we are still in their availability window. Whether or not they have them at your local store, I cannot say.
Yeah, these were getting scooped up by every space fan that I know.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
pretty
sure.
cool.
Really nice.
I got my order in.
Yes, the Disney 100th anniversary Brickhead set.
It's cool.
Which is great. I love they got Oswald now, honey.
Oswald, my favorite.
So excited.
I love the Snow White, but what I'm really I love all of these, and what I'm the most excited about is what I hope is a printed tile with the leaf tile on Pink's dress.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it looks printed, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean they usually are printed with the Brickhead stuff, so I don't know. And also they announced that they're going to be doing a whole bunch of other Disney 100th anniversary sets this year.
Oh, cool.
So we should be seeing a lot of cool, what I'm hoping is more of this sort of like vintage characters.
Yes.
Like, I'm hoping we're going to see more of these. Very cool. Okay, so this is the first in a small series of gift with purchases that are going to be called Houses of the World, and this is the first one.
Sort of reminds me of Encanto.
Yes, it does. It has a very Encanto vibe.
So where in the world is this one supposed to represent?
Mexico, I'm guessing.
I think it's Mexico. Yeah, there's a little chihuahua out front, and I love the addition of the satellite dish on the top of the house.
Got to get your internet from somewhere.
I know. But yeah, so they're going to be, I think there's going to be 4 different ones of these, and they are going to be gift with purchase. And now I don't know if this is true or not, but what I read, and I need to check on the land. I'm not going to say anything, but I heard that the price point on what you have to spend to get one of these is quite high.
Mm.
So we'll see. But I think it's really cute. I can't wait to see the other ones. This one.
Oh.
I'm in love with this one.
Yay!
So excited for this one. This is another creator set that's coming out. And I think Matthew Ashton had something to do with this.
You
I would
think?
not be at all surprised. I mean, I'm surprised we haven't had a unicorn up till now. To be quite honest, I'm very, very surprised. But yeah,
This is a good one.
Well,
I'm
the
super
shaping on
excited
it,
about
the
this.
articulation.
And by the way, these ones that we're looking at right now, like these creator ones and stuff, these are coming in March, so they're a little ways off. But we're looking at some of the early stuff. This is beautiful. Another bird set. Lots
wow.
of birds this time.
And 3-in-1. I love 3-in-1s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way if you don't like bird, like I'm not a big fan of birds, so this is kind of perfect for me because I'm like, oh, I don't have to build a bird. I like the little frog.
And we're gonna have a talk about that. All right.
Thing. Yeah.
Let's see. Parrot. Oh, now this one's out sooner.
Looks like a hooker.
But yeah, it is. It's so that's the Great Wave. The next in line for. I mean, I really like this one. I have to say, like, if I'm comparing, and I guess there's really no reason to, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think that the Starry Night is, I really, really love, but this is also really, really amazing.
Well, I love the dimensional mosaics.
Yeah, that was actually what that went towards my qualifying purchase for the Blacktron gift with purchase.
And didn't they, for the people in the boats, didn't they use like the Harry Potter something or other printed tile to make the people's faces?
Oh, I don't know.
I could have sworn there was like a little Dots Voldemort face or something. That's how they got those people's faces on the.
There are some dots.
These ones over here.
I
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice the ones in the. I didn't notice if there were ones in the boats, but I did notice the ones to make the waves.
Yeah, sorry. This particular picture doesn't get very big, so I can't really get in focus like I did on those other ones. It's really beautiful.
Debo says the printed tiles are unique to the set.
Oh, they're unique. Okay.
Oh, so there you go. All right.
That's
Weird
awesome.
because those tiles are those little tiles. I'm gonna have to look it up because I thought I recognized that would be a weird kind of specific print if it was one off for this set. Like they don't look like they're made for this set.
These mosaics seem also like they would. There's a lot of people who aren't traditionally Lego collectors who might really be into them and then put them on their wall as art in their house.
I mean, yeah, that's been kind of their target for the last 5 years at least.
Yeah, and that
non-traditional like non-Lego people basically.
Yep.
But I gotta say, I mean, the Starry Night build, I did that, and I thought it was an amazing build. It was really cleverly done in several areas. And
well, this one's definitely
it's hanging on the wall. We look at it's you can see it when you walk in our front door. It's awesome.
Oh, so by the way, Wilfred says no unicorns so far. Wasn't there a CMF unicorn costume? And don't forget Unikitty and Prince Puppycorn. Yes. However, I was saying more like a buildable model. I was very surprised that we haven't had one in the past, but I'm glad we have one now.
I see you, Paula. It's that special time, everyone.
She's here.
Oh, that's right, everybody. It is time for the pause that refreshes. That's right, everybody. It's Logan Cookie Time.
Where's the music?
Here he is. Whoa, he's trying to help.
He's typing. There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Skittles is ridiculously excited. Hi.
Let's see.
Now you can hear him eating it because he's right by the microphone.
Good boy. Munch. Oh, yeah, that's right. We haven't done this in a while. The sound of happiness.
What a good boy, Logan.
Good boy, Logan.
Okay, you're gonna catch one. Oh, there's no more broken up ones.
No, there is.
there? Okay, now you're gonna catch one. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Yay, Logan! Mm. And now Skittles with the weather.
Yeah, she climbed on my table, y'all. Ready? Can you see? Can you see it?
Oh, I thought she was gonna do it.
I never not laugh.
Oh, come on. Catch it.
Okay,
Catch
she'll
it.
catch this one.
Catch it. Really?
Oh no, that's all right. That was a between the paws.
Ready? Do it. You can do it. Ready? No, that was a bad throw. That was my bad.
I keep every
Wow.
single time I think she's gonna do it.
Ready? Come on! I got you. I got you. Ready? One more time. You're gonna do it. Catch it. No.
Never fails. And that has been Logan Cookie Time.
Ooh, Lord.
Okay, now it seems like I'm going to have to clarify again because now Monica and Wilfred are saying that there was a unicorn in a classic brick set, like like one of the little models for the. Okay,
That's not
I
dedicated,
don't think
though.
we've seen a dedicated brick-built unicorn model in Lego.
That's almost precise enough.
All right. Anyway,
It's the
So-
state west of the Mississippi and east of the sand hills. in Iowa.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um,
And no, she has never actually caught a treat on camera.
no,
She
not
catches
on
them
camera.
all the time when
It was
she's
an
not.
almost. Oh, and did you all see? Actually, sorry. There's a new Lego classic set, like a Lego classic brick set coming out that's all pastels. Saw
What?
that. I saw
haven't
that
seen
on the
that.
tweeters. Huh?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's all pastels. George posted it about it on Twitter. Super excited.
Oh, I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Oh yeah, I only am on Twitter now for
Yay, emotional health.
Yeah,
certain
I
things.
bailed. I bailed on that train wreck.
Yeah, boo. Anyway,
Never went there.
so here is now we're going to move on to Lego ideas. So the first
Oh, boy.
thing we have to talk about, which of course Richard and I are extremely excited about, is once I can get there. They have finally announced the winner of the Lego Ideas Dungeons and Dragons anniversary, like the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons. And this is it, Dragon's Keep Journey's End. And it's really pretty. It's so beautiful.
$500 in parts right now. I'm just guessing. I mean, if I looked at the part count on that, I'd say that's about $500 of elements.
Yeah, it's
Wow, it just
a
it hits
beautiful
all
set.
the elements here.
That's awesome.
Well, not only does it do that, but it's also got let me see. Inside you can the single screen thing is killing me.
Yeah.
It's like,
You're gonna have to go back.
Does it
Well,
do
we're working
anything?
on
Is
that.
it like functional at all, or is it just a like?
so there's a beholder in the underneath in the back,
Mhm.
which I
Oh my
love.
God.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It hits all the Dungeons and
This is it
Dragons
sort of from
things.
above. That's the dragon.
Oh, freestanding. It just
Very
wraps
nice.
around
Dragon.
the knees.
And then that's our party.
Yeah. And because it's got a castle component to it, castle builders will love it.
Yeah.
I guess
I
that's
kinda
probably. Go ahead.
It reminded me of a blacksmith shop, only you just put a dragon on it. That makes it D&D.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what they were going for, because I was really expecting that they were going to pick one of the more functional D&D builds, like one of the dice trays, or there were lots of really cool kind of like
Okay,
things that-
yeah, and I have seen some things I have seen some things online of people saying like this is a great castle model, but it doesn't necessarily say 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons. Like, but
I don't know. It's got a dragon. right?
I don't know if I agree with that, but I
well,
do.
let's put it this way. I think even if I was to show this to Billy, I'm not sure that he would immediately pinpoint it as Dungeons and Dragons. Like
Right, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But
that's
if you-
where
but
I should
if
say
you-
that's what people are saying.
Yeah, but if it I see it in the box and it's labeled Dungeons and Dragons, like if basically if this was on the cover of one of the like guidebooks, I'd buy it, you know, like
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and then I think it's really, and the thing is though, it's the beholder is what really sends it to the D&D category, like immediately, like you see that beholder and you know. And so the fact that the beholder isn't more of a presence and is more sort of like hidden in the back, I think is another thing that makes it seem a little less, but I think it's a beautiful model. And I like, if it says Dungeons and Dragons on the box, I will buy it because I'm that nerd.
Yeah. Whereas I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence because I'm not a D&D person. I think it's cool, but I don't know that it's like, I don't know that it's like, would I just want it as like a castle set, or I don't know. But again, that's probably what they were going for. I'm sure whoever had to choose something that had like wide appeal, you know? So, yeah.
It's also like one of the coolest ways to display a dragon. And the dragon is so much larger than the minifigs. I feel like it's pretty exciting.
Yes, Smoke Up Johnny, 100 million trillion billion% that.
Yeah.
Where can I buy it?
I know. Where? I'm sure somebody's already made it.
I'm sure.
Well, remember that the 50th anniversary is until 2024, far beyond the D&D movies. So my thought is there's probably not going to be a lot of castle stuff between now and then, just because a lot of the castle stuff's been issued last year.
Right. Right.
So by the time they take a year off, the castle bros will be grumbling there's no castle anymore, and then you land the D&D set and everybody's appeased and they go buy it.
So, well, I mean,
I think it's got a great market. It's got a great market. I think it
looks great. But again, I agree with those who say that it doesn't necessarily like if I was just to look at that, I'd go, oh, a Lego castle set, unless it was branded, you know, specifically Dungeons and Dragons. I think there could have been, like I said, I think it was a missed opportunity to have the one character that really
the essential, like, central.
Yeah, the central character, of course, should be a dragon, but the fact that the beholder, which is so tightly tied to D&D that, you know, at least in people's pop culture minds.
Wait. I watched the cartoon and it was all about Tiamat. You're saying there's this thing called the beholder?
Oh, now.
Tiamat's a blue dragon, right?
Tiamat's
it's a five-headed multi-dragon.
Multi-dragon. Okay.
Yes,
so, speaking of Lego ideas, oh, sorry, did you have something to say?
No, I was making a reference to a very old cartoon called
that cartoon is ridiculous. But at the time, I was super excited about it because it was like D&D and popular culture that wasn't like a total satanic panic thing. So, okay, so now that we're on Lego ideas, we now have 36 submissions up for the third 2022 review.
Oh, goodness. Here we go.
That's a lot.
That's too much.
It's a lot. And we're not going to go into depth detail on every single one, but we are going to scroll through and take a look at. So let's see.
Holly, I saw you with that castle there. I'm so excited about ours.
Well, there you go. Bye.
She's off building it.
Fabufan MK, I can't wait to see what they do in 2029 for the 50th anniversary of Fabuland.
Hello, there better be something, or there will be riots in the streets, or at least on this show.
There will be clay being thrown from the farthest reaches of the Legoverse.
All right, so here we go. And as usual, when we talk about these models, they're all great models that have all made it to a milestone. And when we discuss these models and talk about what, and kudos to all of these builders for getting their things voted on, but we're not necessarily sometimes talking about the quality of a model, but more like from Lego, the company's perspective. Does this make sense as a Lego Ideas model? Like, is it going to sell, or
is Lego likely
it's curatorial? It's not quality.
Right, exactly.
Right,
exactly.
talking about is Lego likely to make this the Ideas set?
Alexander, you did not say 2032 Galador.
He did.
By the way, I heard 2032 Galador Galador 2032 is their next.
It's their next
It's the next Blade Runner.
There you go.
I would buy that, by the way. I mean, that's a piece of Lego history.
Galador
Okay.
2032 Blade
Here
Runner.
we go.
Good
So
garage
here
name.
we
man.
go with our first one, Ancient Roman Temple.
I am in love with these Corinthian column capitals. I think they're so cool with the flower in there. It's one of the best
Oh,
Lego
nice.
columns I've ever seen.
Well, it's really nice, and I think, and I like, of course, that it's in color because, as we now know from history, that these were not just white buildings like they, we see them. They were actually very colorful.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's too close to something that would fall into an architecture theme.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sure, I could see that. I could see that. All right, Castle Dracula. Now, of
I'm here
course,
for this.
I
I'll buy
love
it.
this. But this is like the kind of castle I can get behind. Not that I don't love like medieval castles, but they are kind of overdone. I love this kind of like gothic spooky castle.
That was my impression in going to Budapest and other places in Eastern Europe. Is things were so pointy.
Yeah,
I love how pointy this castle is.
Now, whether or not
It's not a good fit, though. I don't think it's a good fit.
I mean, I don't know that they would do it at that scale, but they've done. I mean, this is along the same vein as like Monster Fighters. So
Yes,
I
but
think
now
it's
we've
too
talked
much
before,
along the
though, that
vein.
we've also but it's also kind of like modular size, and they don't tend to go for modular size buildings, I've noticed.
they really do. They do seem to be allergic to that, but they could scale it or modify
Sure.
it. We always have to keep that in mind. So I think it's a possibility.
Sure. All right.
This is fine.
This is hilarious for a lot of reasons. I don't
It'll never get made.
know. Copyright and who knows
and I
what.
think if they start getting into memes, that's a really slippery slope,
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very
Very.
funny, and I would 100% build it, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lime green brick.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cute, though.
So,
That's cute. I'm not surprised that made it that got the fan votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. Moving Pac-Man display by Light Brick.
Cute.
This is very
Cool.
cute. I
Yeah.
love that it's mechanical. It seems to fit in with the whole like Atari NES kind of like video game thing they've got going.
Hmm.
So I actually see this as a possibility.
I think
If it's not something that's already in design.
Right.
Exactly. That's what I was
I
going to say.
don't see it because Nintendo has such broad coverage already with existing products.
But this isn't
Pac-Man is so
Nintendo.
classic. Yeah.
This is
Iconic.
Namco.
Oh, Namco.
So
Does Namco still own?
I don't know if they do, but I know Nintendo doesn't own it. At least I don't think so.
Oh. Huh.
I could be wrong, but All right. The Pixar Up
Oh my
House. Now we've
God.
seen this one come along several times.
This is like the 50 millionth time I've seen this submitted.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
And I will say that this it's so funny because this happens pretty frequently where it's like this isn't necessarily the best one I've seen come across ideas, and so then what happens if one of these days they actually put one of these through?
Well, I think it's more likely that Lego will make their own.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. But then it's going to be one of those things, right? Like if they do decide to make one, then the 50 million people that have submitted this on ideas are going to be like, but you rejected my, then it's going to be a
Yep.
whole stink. So,
Well,
basically,
I mean, but
they'll basically never be able to do this set because too many people have suggested it at this point,
I don't know if there's money
and
to be
haven't they
made.
excluded IP from the program at this point?
No.
I don't know.
Well, okay, so
They
now you
have.
know what's
That's what they
interesting.
do.
Not for ideas.
You know what I just thought of? There was that really amazing Lego Ideas Snow White Cottage that
Mhm.
like made it and then almost made it, but then
Mhm.
ultimately got rejected. And now we're hearing about Lego 100th anniversary sets coming out. and we already got a Snow White Brickheads. Who knows? Just
Who
saying.
knows?
You know,
Yeah.
the thing I think is funny about this one is, there's a completionist out there who would have to get every one of those balloons in exactly the place in the instructions.
Exactly.
I just want that printed cone for Doug's face.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the Lost City.
This reminds me of that ruined building that went through like the BDP. It went through ideas and then it went through the BDP and all that. Do you remember that one?
Also reminds me of Rivendell.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. I don't know that this would get produced, honestly.
It's beautiful, but yeah, I think you're right.
It doesn't have anything. I mean, while it is cool, it doesn't have anything, I think, that's so striking that it would grab you from a shelf.
Yeah, this falls into that core category of great mock, not necessarily the most marketable.
Right.
Yeah.
Now somebody mentioned, and I remember now that we have to actually include this when we're talking about things, is that there is the Bricklink designer program that sort of, if it doesn't make it into the pick, it might actually get picked for the designer program.
Yeah.
This is something I could see possibly, and also that Vampire Castle are both things I could see possibly making it through to
that would be great. I would.
Yeah,
buy
that's what I was referring to when I said BDP. By the way, so
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I didn't.
Yeah, that's okay. That's just
acronym.
I used the shorthand because it's so long to say Bricklink designer program every time.
Yeah.
That's
This is
cool.
beautiful.
And we got you to say it.
Yeah.
Japanese courtyard garden.
I want to
very
go
pretty.
there.
I know. I
I
just
love
want to
this
live
one.
there, please.
That one has Audrey's name all over it. She would actually build that one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Oh, we're getting blown out on our lights.
Yeah,
again.
it's been so rainy lately, and the sun
Now
just
the sun's
came out
here.
and is sitting in our room.
That one's cute.
So this is the travel suitcase.
Yeah, that one
This is adorable.
That is one that would benefit greatly from like some professional designer work on it. But it's a cute concept, and that's what Ideas is for. I mean, Ideas is there to make concept.
This is one of the ones I think would have a likely chance of making it.
Yeah.
Including, so if I look at this one, it has something all the others don't, which is a novel idea that should have been there but never was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it fits in with all of their shelf gewgaws that they've been doing. The globe, the typewriter.
Right.
Yeah, and they would do something like, I could see if Lego picked it up, they would do something where you could like swap out the scenes, right? They give you
Yes, kind of like a pop-up book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot you could do with it too. You could take it and not make it a European, case. You could convert it. I mean, it's kind of Dots-esque in that regard of where, if you just gave someone a bunch of different stickers, so one's European, one's Asian, one's U.S. market, one's South American market, with different
Like it's
sticker
a
pack.
platform.
Yeah, I mean, you could really make the suitcase, the outside of the suitcase where they have Paris and London and all that.
Yeah.
I just see this as kind of falling into a good zone within Ideas where it's an idea. It's literally an idea that should have been there but never was.
Yeah.
It just seems to fit.
Yeah.
To me.
I agree.
Okay. Breath of the Wild, Temple of Time.
More architecture,
Well, and that's not
It's
only
great.
that, but like, I don't mean to be that guy, but I'm just gonna say this: a Lego Ideas Zelda set is probably not gonna happen.
It
Is
will
that what this
eventually.
is?
It will eventually. It may not, because we've just assumed for years now that Lego has something in production because they've rejected so many Zelda ideas. Like, obviously Zelda's popular and they know Zelda is popular. So if they're not picking one of these, it's because they're doing their own. Right?
Yeah, I just know
Or they can't do it for some reason.
they've made
for
it
whatever
into like they've made it into the Mario category. Like, that's a step, but I just don't know. Like, what's your Nintendo is notoriously sticky about licensing stuff.
Yep.
It's also a lot of gray. It's beautiful.
But it could be like a timing thing too, right? Because we know like another Zelda's coming out this year, and so if they've been talking to Nintendo and whatnot, like they're probably, if they ever are going to do a Zelda thing, it's like they probably wanted it a very specific.
Yeah.
It's going to be very controlled, if you know what I mean. Like it's going to
Like
be
Disney does. Yes.
Yes.
It's all
so
very-
much as Nintendo can. The Lego model will come out before the Zelda game does, though. You know,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lego has more control over their manufacturer.
The right flyer. This is pretty awesome, actually.
Well, that's done.
Doesn't Lego already?
They've
didn't
done
they
that.
already do a red flyer?
Yeah, they did one of those.
Yeah, I like it's got gears and chain in there, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's true.
I mean, and also that was a really big set, so
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what are the chances? Like, if they've already done this as a set at all, what are the chances then of doing?
I would
Like,
say
is
pretty
it-
slim.
Like, basically,
Yeah, my
is
guess
that?
is not great.
Because the whole concept of Lego Ideas, right, is to bring a concept to Lego that they have not yet approached. So if
Right.
like, how is this new? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see Lego doing this on their own as a reissue,
Right.
much like the Taj Mahal and the Eiffel Tower.
Or the Amelia Earhart little gift with birches.
Right.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Classic Thunderbirds. All right. If you are a certain type of person like me, this will 100% appeal to you. I think it is unfortunately limited in its scope of people who would be interested because it was a very, very like specifically British centric show that was, came over here by way of TV eventually. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I think there's a large portion of the population who is not familiar with Thunderbirds. As
Yeah,
much as
could be.
I love them.
That's where it becomes a question of like that threshold of 10,000, right? It's like if that's their threshold to determine how popular something is, then once it makes it there, that should be proving to Lego that yes, this is popular enough. But is it as popular as what it's up against? Is usually what it comes down to. You know?
Exactly, Holly.
So
The litmus,
Sam,
I think you guys. Well, I was going to say, I think you guys are right. The litmus test for me is Doctor Who.
yes,
You have to be able to beat Doctor Who at this point, or get it at least close to Doctor Who in popularity, pop cultureness, in order
Yep.
to see it become a
Yeah,
set.
yeah, like
Because-
you're right. Like Doctor Who is as niche as they will go for sure.
Well, so I did. I will say this though, Sam, who is is one of the heads up of in ideas on the ideas team. He is a huge Thunderbirds fan. Like,
Well, and is this the same guy that likes all the sitcoms and stuff? Because
yeah, I'm
like,
not sure.
I feel like it really does just come down to personal preference for people that are on that board.
All right, this is the JWST.
James Webb Space
Wow.
Telescope.
I don't
Very
know what it
cool.
is.
It's very cool, but
Okay.
This James Webb Telescope.
yeah. I mean, we've seen International Space Station. We've seen a lot of other things like this. I don't know. What do y'all think?
Well, first of
I
all,
could see Lego
you can
doing
eliminate.
a version of this as a gift with purchase.
Yeah. I would not do this model because it requires so much chrome elements on it right off the bat. And the one thing you're going to do is you're going to take all the chrome, you're going to take all the electroplated elements away from the public. And at that point, I don't think it's worth doing
Yeah,
As
it's
an
kind of
ideas.
gray, right?
as an ideas project. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Whoa, no, go
But
back.
no, I
go
would
back.
I would love to see the James Webb come out as just a regular set. That's where I
Yeah.
think it would be
Yeah,
better
that'd
placed.
be cool.
Golden Clifftop Temple. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
absolutely stunning.
Masterclass in rock work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really beautiful rock work. Golly, I don't know about this one. This one.
I kind of wish there
feel
was a
like it's
dragon on it for
too-
D&D.
I feel like it's too Ninjago-y.
I was going to say the same thing.
Okay.
Or even like, I guess I can't really say Monkey King because that's Chinese, but it's like,
Well, it's
It definitely-
Asian for sure. So it's Ninjago or Monkey Kid. I mean, it's got the subtle colors, but yeah, it kind of falls in that line.
I think between this one and the one that was like the little garden, I feel like the garden stands a better chance because it's a bit more different than anything that Lego has done, whereas this feels like something Lego would do
Right.
anyway in some vein of another theme they already have.
It's beautiful though. Oh,
Yeah,
golly.
it's a great mock though. Yeah.
All right. Oh, the
that's cool.
cipher machine is super cool.
This
Yeah,
All right,
feels.
I want
I don't
that.
know why. Yeah, this one feels very ideas to me.
it does. It's a shelf piece, yeah.
I kind of wish it was the Enigma machine because that would have made it more popular, for lack of a
Yeah.
better term. Because that was the code machine to break of all code machines, but it fits in there. That means it's not IP, right? It's not historical. But
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is cool. I like that one. Goes with the typewriter, etc. Yeah.
yeah, it's a mechanical marvel kind of idea.
Mhm.
Very cool. All right.
Fatberg Buster. That's
That's
hilarious.
funny.
Okay. A funny joke for a mock. I don't know. Like, how is that going to translate to sales?
How does that get to 10K?
Because it's
'Cause
funny.
it's funny.
It's
Okay.
Bodie McBoatface. Like, it's,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
just-
I don't know.
Coming-
For someone who's been through like the pains of the Lego ideas process, I don't find it quite as amusing, I guess.
Coming to Lego City in 2024, Fatberg.
Sure.
Okay, London Underground. Very pretty.
That's cool.
I mean, my complaint's going to be that we already have trains, we already have buildings. So
Yeah, this is something
what's new
Lego
kind of thing.
Lego would do on its own with that ideas, but
That's
it's cool. It's a cool concept.
Yep.
It's
Looks
something Lego
amazing.
could do.
All right. Lego Architect's House. Oh, I love this.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
Beautiful.
cow.
It's a cool mock. I don't think Lego's gonna make it.
I don't
It's-
know.
it's-
This could, because this could really fit in with the, because they've got the A-frame house coming out.
I mean, it also looks a lot like Falling Water.
Yeah. with
Yeah.
the-
Well, it's a-
It's
waterfall.
like it's like it almost falls into the architecture theme. Like,
Yeah.
but then they also wouldn't make this under the architecture theme. So
Right.
I think it's supposed to, though. That's the idea. It's a combination of right and smashed together with eames.
Yeah.
I love it. It's
Um,
really, I
Now-
want to live there.
I do
That
hope
garden over
that the Lego City builders look at this and
Mhm.
somehow find a way to make it get close in the Lego City theme.
Very
Oh yeah,
cool.
we need some new design in the city.
Mhm.
That would be wicked.
Huh.
As much as I want
Of
this to be a
course.
thing, it's not going to make it. I want this to be a
Nope.
thing.
Really? Okay, I'm interested. Given that they've already done a bunch of other ones,
Well,
what makes
community's been submitted before, like a couple of times.
Well, so
I don't know.
the Office was submitted a million times and it
True.
made it.
Always
so,
a timing thing, but I don't know. I don't feel like the timing is. Who knows? These sitcom things completely elude me, so I really
There's
don't.
supposed to be a
have no
movie
idea.
coming. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Maybe.
I mean, it's
That's
all
for a
about the
while, though.
popularity. So, I mean, if it was popular enough,
Yeah.
I mean, I would personally, this is the only show build I've seen that I wish would make it. I just don't, I'm
Yeah.
not too optimistic.
And they always have to anticipate that it's going to maintain its popularity for like a couple of years. You know what I mean? So that's always tough.
I usually
I
think
just-
of these as like super fancy minifig habitats. Like it's really, I think this
Yeah.
one's all about the minifigs.
Yeah, you could build a pillow for it, a tent for it, blast it with paintball. I mean, you could modify this so many ways.
I mean, I'm here for a Ken Jeong minifig.
yes, right. All right. So okay, now
Amnesia.
this one is going to be very divisive.
Flynn and I might have different positions on
Wow.
that.
no.
Oh, the
Let's take a look.
photo's not
The
there.
never-ending story. It says removed and will no longer be considered in review following copyright takedown request by license holder.
Oh,
Well, there's your answer.
There you go.
Oh, no luck dragon.
Wow.
The story-
I don't even want it.
That
Like,
story has been ended.
wow.
It's taken over by the nothing.
Yep.
Wow. That sucks.
It says, please note that when submitting creations based on existing licenses or the likenesses of others, incidents may occur where we have to remove creations when requested to do so by the license holder. There you go.
That's scorched. So there will never be a never-ending story, scorched earth, pretty much.
So by the way, even
Yep.
though his never-ending story didn't make it, or their never-ending story didn't make it, their old Western train station did.
Yay, still in the mix.
Nice. Yeah.
That's cute.
I feel like it's been done in a couple of different forms at least, so I don't think it stands a very good chance.
Well, not only that, but the Western theme has struggled, and once they had the Lone Ranger sets, that was just about the death.
Yeah, they did it with Lone
theme.
Ranger. They did it with Toy Story. They had the old like Western theme. So I don't know that they're gonna revisit this one yet again.
All right,
really beautiful though. With the train.
I love this.
Zoo.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, this is called Zoo. It's really gorgeous.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I for some reason something tells me this one actually has a running chance.
Really?
I'd say it's maybe adjacent.
It's a weird thing because they've done like zoos, but like when was the last time we had a zoo in like a standard system set?
When's the last time PETA would broadcast all of its hatred for a zoo? I mean, that's kind of weird.
I know. Then
I guess, but actually, this doesn't look like your. That's another thing too. It doesn't really. I mean, I guess it does look kind of like a standard zoo, but it has a different look to it. Like it doesn't look. I don't know. It has that organic look to it that I think helps.
Yeah, I mean, modern enclosures are designed this way to look a lot better, and supposedly it's better for the animals and everything. But
yeah, I think if they're still making,
you get into some strange politics with zoos.
But they're still making police sets, so.
Okay.
I love that they played with levels, and this has two things that I think some of my favorite mocks have. It's got a beautiful silhouette, and it rewards closer inspection, right? Like you see it from far away, it looks cool, and you get up close, and there's a lot of rewarding detail.
You know what it could benefit from is instead of being like a zoo or labeled a zoo or built specifically as a zoo, is if it was like more like a science center, kind of like what they have in San Francisco. The help me out. What's it called? The
Academy of Science.
Well, there's the Academy of Art and Steinhardt Aquarium.
Yeah, like it kind of has that vibe to it. That's not necessarily about like entrapped animals and stuff. It's just kind of like an experience center, like natural experience center.
Yeah.
That's kind of where my head was going with this, where I was like, that would actually be really cool and not something that Lego has done.
That would be cool. This is this is really big if you look at all the minifigs in it. And, you know, so this comes down now to cost because if you, you do make it, you know, have all these different little habitats and then throw in the animals, all the animals that are going to be needed. Like Lisa said,
animal sanctuary. Exactly. Like just kind of a little bit of a spin there just to kind of like, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, research.
If they do build this, I hope someone puts Ewoks as the people looking at all Han and Chewie. Han and Chewie and Leia are all boxed up in their enclosures, and the Ewoks are walking around.
I was kind of going conservatory in my head, but they've done conservatories. Like that's kind of a different thing. But like I think this stands a chance in some realm there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move along. Joss.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's very cool, but I don't see this.
No.
I don't see it happening. But I like it.
No, and there was just that 3-in-1 that was really popular that had that great shark in it.
And how often do you get a Richard Dreyfuss minifigure?
Yeah, what was
I could go my whole life without one.
All right. Ooh, modular arcade. Again, really cool, but the modular building isn't gonna happen.
Yeah, it'll never get chosen.
I mean, I feel bad about that, but that's just, I mean, I'm afraid of what, and it's weird to, well.
Yeah,
I don't know. And it's funny that it's called modular arcade when the arcade seems to be like the equivalent of the laundromat in one of the other, like in, I think the police station had like that little tiny laundromat. Yeah. But still cool.
Yeah.
House of Open Shutters, this is called.
What?
Okay. Oh, it's pretty. I mean,
very pretty.
Is that supposed to be something like a reference to something
It might be. Now, I know the guy who does this is actually, I believe he was on Lego Masters in Poland? Czechoslovakia? I don't remember.
But does the name have a lot of consonants put together?
No, I know him. I follow him on Instagram. I have for quite a few years.
Oh, it is. It's a reference to the land of open shutters in Poland.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
really cool, but I think maybe too local,
I think so.
like too specifically local.
Yeah.
Really cool.
But hey, 10,000 people knew what it was.
Yeah.
Or at least liked it enough.
Well,
Sure.
he's very popular
Oh,
on the
God.
Instagrams.
Mr.
There
Meow,
it
here we
is.
go.
Oh God, if this one makes it, I'm a dead man.
No, it's just an easy birthday present. What are you talking about?
He's gonna want like 20 of them.
It's really
Why?
cool. It's got really great
So it's an
shaping
easy
and
birthday
stuff
present
on
for the
it,
next 20 years.
but I don't know.
I
don't
don't
know.
think it will.
All right. This is called
it's-
Lover House.
What? Why? Okay.
That's a really
It's
bad.
beautiful. It looks like Barbie's dream house.
Now, does anybody want to look this up? Is because if I do, it'll take us away. But do
No,
we
I'll try.
know?
I'll try to look it up.
That is not something you want to Google, guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, cypress trees.
Okay.
I'm doing it. Oh, interesting.
Is it a thing?
Taylor Swift. It's a Taylor Swift thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, then now it all makes sense. I see.
Yeah.
I see. Is it like a music
there we
video
go.
or something?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
guess we got BTS. So I guess Taylor Swift would be the next thing. But
But
who
yeah,
knows?
the thought. I don't think they're going to do the cypress tree or the aforementioned snowy fir tree again.
No.
I think that's just
sadly.
bad lighting. Yeah.
Okay.
Reflection
like
and
bad rendering is
render.
what that is. Oh, I've seen this before.
Yeah, now we've
Yeah,
seen a
this
few
is very
versions
nice.
of this.
Yeah.
Really nicely done.
This is one. This is actually one I could see maybe possibly happening.
I can never keep up with like where their IPs are.
Right,
Like,
it's
they had
hard.
this at one point, then they didn't, then they did. I don't know.
Ooh, very pretty. Wow.
They've done like Big Ben, so I don't know that
Yeah,
they would.
they have.
Still, I mean, lovely.
That
Yeah.
sucker's monstrous.
Wow.
That's
This
wild.
is
That's
cool.
beautiful.
But I think they're
I
just
love
again
the
they're
log
about to do
cabin.
that A-frame house. So I don't know
Yeah.
if like you know.
It's different. It's cool. It's unfortunate timing, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Mhm.
brown elves fences.
Yeah.
So this one I could see.
Now,
Mechanical
if,
flip
if
cloth?
this
Yes.
works, I could absolutely see this making it.
Absolutely.
Well, it's by Sariel. So if you know who Sariel is with Technic, I can guarantee
yeah.
it works.
Pavel,
There you
he's
go.
my Technic
Yeah.
guru.
Well, and you know what? He actually just put out an app that is a Lego ideas tracker that you can like input
really?
the things that you voted for on ideas and how it's doing.
If anyone wants to
Okay,
know
there's a
stuff about
website
how
for that.
Technic works,
What was that?
I said there's a website for that.
Yeah.
if anyone wants to know how Technic stuff works or take a great lesson in Technic, Pavel Sariel
He's
is
amazing.
a great source.
So, I mean, the studs facing outward, that could be cleaned up by a designer. It could use more tiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
It definitely needs some polish for this to be like
But
a shelf piece.
selling the mechanical notion of a clock that would really function and not to get too crazy over time, or at least quasi close, would be nice.
think
it's
it's
tough. I've
impossible.
tried to make a pendulum clock before, and it is fussy.
Yeah.
I think that's
don't
why
think
this
it-
one's mechanical.
work.
It's all
Yeah,
gear driven.
More
Yeah.
exactly.
But
More
you still
exactly.
have to like. I mean, how does it how does it operate though? Like you'd have to have something to keep continuously
Yep, you would.
running it, and you can't rely on motors or anything like that. So I don't know.
It's a cool idea, though.
There's further investigation.
Yeah.
What do we have
Ooh,
here?
that's cool.
Japanese castle is pretty beautiful.
Yeah, it kind of falls into that same category as the one we saw before. Like,
Yep.
Mhm.
yeah,
I think
not,
the roof
not
treatment is nice.
just doesn't stand out as a unique concept enough, I think, for ideas. And
I
we've
think
been
that-
wrong about that before, by the way. Like, there's definitely been some concepts that have come along where we're like, oh, it's not really anything new, and Lego will still pick it. So we never know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely not the be all end all.
Nope.
Wizard's Retreat, I kind of love the shaping on
Ooh,
this.
This has got that cool
The
silhouette.
tower is awesome.
It's very elfish, you guys.
It's very elves.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very elfy.
We
Bring
do
it
miss our
on.
elves.
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, yes.
This one I feel like comes around
It does.
every once in a while too.
This is another case of like, this is definitely not the best Wallace and Gromit
Yeah.
concept I've seen, but it could be like a timing thing where they decide that for whatever reason the timing is right, and they could very well pick this one of all of them to put through, and people will just like lose their minds.
What they really need though is the wrong trousers mech. That would be the one to release.
In this one, I feel like the minifig head is the key to the whole mock. You know, seeing that smile with the teeth and all that.
Oh yeah, and the same with Grommet. They'd have to do a custom mold for Grommet.
Debo said needs molded head. Agreed.
Yeah. They don't work as standard figureheads.
This is a reference to something I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know the reference.
Me neither.
I mean, I love the sand green bus.
Fantasoli.
Can anybody want to look at the description and see?
It's a film.
Fantozzi is a 1975 Italian movie.
Wow. Okay. This seems extremely niche. Yeah. I mean, it's
good-natured
cool,
but unlucky Italian. It kind of sounds sort of like a Mr. Bean type.
Okay.
Did they do like a remake or something? Like, how is this
possible,
popular?
You know?
I don't know.
Huh. All right.
Maybe someone put it on a Reddit subchannel and went crazy.
This is why I don't do Lego ideas.
Film.
Yeah. I don't know that I will ever do Lego ideas again.
You know, I love Willow, but unfortunately, it's either going to be an official license or not because of the release of the latest series.
Well, it is Disney,
mind.
so
and a goat.
And a goat, right? That's the thing that's going to kill it right there.
Yeah, it's got a goat DOA.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and you know, Wilfred makes a really good point. He says that he doesn't know Community. And again,
that's why I don't think it'll be made.
Right, it's a little bit more again like too American, where that other one was too local Italian.
You know, shows like Seinfeld and The Office went international with translated, but Community never did. That's why I think it's dead.
Then I don't think
it's like arguing that there should be a Firefly set now that's under Disney, right? It's still not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this is hilarious. Dogs Fun Park, playable dog run.
That is awesome.
Okay.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Really training. Look at that.
The police dog training course, though, I think took its place.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like rather than being motorized, this is all mechanical, like a busy box.
Yeah,
right?
Yes,
and
it is.
I
It's all
absolutely
mechanical.
love that kind of play function.
That's cute.
Yeah,
That would be
adorable.
really, really fun to have like at a convention to like let kids interact with.
Yeah, especially if it was like motorized, so that it would, continue going.
Yeah, one thing I've learned about Lego Ideas is they really don't have much interest in the kid audience at all. So I think that's.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say that's the point, but it's kind of a little bit the point.
I don't think it is. I don't think so at all. I don't know.
Well,
I don't think Lego Ideas is there for a like just to make sets for adults. I don't think it was supposed to be.
Well,
but to me, it seems like
it's adults who are voting mostly.
Well, that's the unfortunate part, right? But like, if there's definitely kids out there that want stuff that doesn't exist and are trying to like build their own thing, and like Coraline was a good example, like where I would take Coraline to shows, and it was a lot of like under 13s that were like, oh my god, I want this so bad, but they had no voting power, so it was up to the parents to like vote for something their kid might like. But sometimes I see some concepts that I'm like, oh yeah, my kids would love that, like I'd love to get that to be made, so it's something I can give my kids, but they don't really factor into ideas.
To me, I feel like I've always to me Lego Ideas has always seemed very geared towards adults.
It has, but I don't necessarily understand like why that has to be the case, because Lego is
I think because sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, go ahead.
Because Lego is essentially a toy company. There's nothing about like the only purpose of Lego Ideas is to present a concept for something that Lego has never done before. Right. It's like, here's a new concept for you. I don't know why that would necessarily have to. I understand that adults get to vote, and so yes, you do want to appeal to adults, but why could you not have a great concept for like a kid's toy also?
Well, because all the boxes are marked black, which identifies them as 18 plus and target for marketing.
Okay, but let's for a minute now, let's remember, or let's think about when the idea of when it was Kuso or whatever the heck, you know, there wasn't an adult Lego line.
Right.
There wasn't Legos. Sorry, we look horrifying, but
sorry about that.
I think
help the lights.
I feel like that's why it's gone that direction, because that was always the opportunity for adults to give their input of like, here's something that I would like for me, or, you know, for that demographic. But I think as we've gone along, it's like Lego's already making so many things that are geared for adults that now I'm like, why is this always like for adults? Like, why am I not seeing like more like cool things that are geared towards kids? And it's because like, obviously, you know, kids can't vote. And so then people don't even bother submitting anything along those lines. So it's kind of unfortunate. It's just something I wanted to note.
To me, it seems, and I get your point about what the intention of it should be. It seems like more and more they've ended up being objects to put on your shelf, like in your office or in your living room.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be. It's
no, I would love
in all concepts. So yeah, that just seems to be what they obviously think is marketable, and you know, it's that whole thing. But I would like to eventually see something that's like really cool for kids, and it could be like popular enough that like we start seeing a little bit more of that. Like there's nothing stopping anyone from designing for kids.
No, not at all.
Yeah. But obviously, everyone probably feels like, well, Lego's already making like so many things for kids. Like,
I think that's
new
the
concepts.
thing.
We're gonna try and do a little thing
you
here for a second.
Go ahead and be there on camera.
Okay. We're gonna try and block out the sun.
Sounds like a villain origin story.
Someone's checking to see if anyone breeds Shiborgis.
They do. It's a Corgi Eno. It's called a Corgi Eno.
Yes, I'm sure.
What?
Yeah, there's a breed for everything.
No
Just
breeds, just
Just like my little Bernedoodle.
Bernedoodle?
That's what she is. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog and a mini poodle.
Wow, those are two very different sized breeds. You got the little bitty size.
And then you get Muppet Dog.
I don't know how much that helped.
Now you know why all the like Muppet Dogs are like indistinguishable like mutts. That's what happens when you breed really weird dogs together.
What is going on here? Sorry,
I don't know.
everybody.
Are you guys being sacrificed to the Mount Doom?
Something. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's
Throw the ring in, Flynn. Throw the ring in now.
It's gotten out of control. I don't know what's happening.
I think people have been able to bear with us through other technical issues. And...
At least we're actually on camera right now.
Yeah.
We're live.
This is true.
But honestly,
you look like you're about to fly around the sun and go back into the past to save the whales.
Oh, well, now
well, that's what I should do. I should put in a Star Trek Lego ideas submission. Let's see how that goes.
Oh, yep.
There's been a few.
How did they even
I
get in?
still don't. Was there a reason we know of why Star Trek has never been a Lego
Sure, it's a licensing thing.
property?
It's been licensed to
Licensing,
Mega
other people have the
Constructs for
license.
like forever.
Mhm.
Right.
And Blue Bricks has got a lot of.
Yeah,
Star
I
Trek
always wonder
right
when
now.
people like when with all these like Lego idea submissions, I wonder, or maybe not with all of them, but with a lot of them, I wonder if people either have built something like mocked
Blue Bricks has it now.
something and then thought about submitting it to Lego Ideas, or if they build with the intent to submit to Ideas, in which case I wonder if they have bothered like searching to see if something else has already been submitted, like doing that up house, for instance. Like if you
I don't know.
wanted to submit an up house, would you not search and see like how many have already been submitted, or do you?
I'll just put a Pikachu in like 10,000 times eventually.
Well, actually, that's interesting that you would say that, because yesterday at the Tricky Lug meeting, we were talking about how we get inspired, and one of our members mentioned, and I was surprised. One of our members mentioned that before they make a mock, they go and look and see if other people have done it, not to see if necessarily they should do it or not, but more to see what other people have done, and then just like not look at it again, just so that they don't repeat what somebody else has done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm exactly the opposite. If I think someone else has done it, I definitely don't go and see it, because I don't want my design process to be skewed by something that already exists in Lego.
I think I've done both. I think most times if somebody's already done it, it kind of takes the wind out of my sails and I just can't commit to doing an idea that's already been done unless I have an idea that's vastly different, you know? But I'm kind of the same way. Like if I know it's been done, I'm afraid, and I'm going to do it anyway. I can't look at anything. But then I would worry, right? I would be worried. What if I am doing it the same way somebody else has without knowing? That's even worse. So I don't know.
Well, that's why I naturally avoid any licensed or IP material. I just go on a whim and go from there because I know it probably hasn't been covered before.
Well, that's smart. Unfortunately, I feel incapable of doing that somehow.
No, I mean, the few times I do research. And I avoid Star Wars like the plague because it's been done 12,000 times.
Right, exactly.
That's why I don't build more spaceships. I just feel like, I mean, I don't get intimidated by other designers really, but I just feel like there are so many spaceships out there that have been done so beautifully that I just feel like I don't even know where to start.
Well, I mean, so that is the main reason why there probably aren't a lot of mock builders out there, or not as many as there should be, is even, you know, I jump on TikTok live streams and people are building sets, and it's always a discussion of, you can do mocks. And there's like, I just can't. I see so many amazing builders out there and I can't compete with them. But it's a bit of a fallacy to think that if you look at an Olympic athlete, there's no reason you shouldn't try start doing gymnastics, or you shouldn't try cycling, or it's like looking at the Tour de France and saying, oh, I just really shouldn't take up cycling. I'm not that great at it.
I will say I am hyper guilty of that though. Like almost every interest I've had, I end up losing interest as I'm surrounded by people that are better at it. And it's not intentional. It's like not something I can help, but it's like guitar, for example. Like I really wanted to learn to play guitar, and it's my now husband that was teaching me, and he's so freaking good. Like he went to music school. He's like basically professional level guitar player. And then as we like became like a couple and like lived together and stuff, I couldn't play guitar anymore because I'm just like, it's there's just no point. It's like I'll never be that good, and if I want to hear somebody play guitar well, he's always playing, and then I'm so self-conscious playing when he's around. I'm so self-conscious about everything that I think that's the big thing, is like I'm afraid to show anybody anything because I know it's not like good enough. Which I know is easy.
That's why I recommend build for yourself. You know, retain that childlike innocence because you weren't afraid to build mocks as probably as a young adult, and then at some point you got this idea. I didn't like showing people. I don't like showing people my stuff at all, ever. Well, then you don't have to. But
no.
My point is, a lot of folks get the wrong idea when they go look at a website that features some of the world's best builders, and they're trying to think that's the bar to entry. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, the bar to entry is just having fun and making your own thing.
One must be willing to be terrible at something long enough to become competent. I love that.
That's great.
So true. Oh, and so by the way, if you didn't see what I was throwing up there, Snowlena has actually got some clips from the Lego Ideas website that specifically says it's for adults and teens. Really? And that you have to be 13 years or older to interact on Lego Ideas. Yes. And a lot of it is because of child safety stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's for like I said, obviously you have to be over 13 to submit anything or to vote, but I still don't know why necessarily you can't build something geared towards a younger audience.
Well, you could, but again, like they're not the people who are going to be voting on it. Right. And adults aren't going to probably vote for something they're going to vote for something they want to have on their shelf.
Yeah, and I asked them about it actually. They did a panel at Scareback one year, a whole Lego. It was like a 10-year anniversary thing of Lego Ideas, and I actually put that question out there, like because there are forums for kids, like safe. You know, they have a whole Lego.com like for kids kind of thing. I asked if they would ever consider letting kids like weigh in on ideas, or if there would ever be kind of a Lego Ideas for kids or geared towards kids. And I kind of got a response that was sort of like, oh, we hadn't even like considered it or hadn't thought about it. It wasn't like oh no, we wouldn't ever, but it's not something that clearly they were
not on their radar.
Yeah. But I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool as a kid that was really into Lego, if there was a forum for that where I could submit ideas. Even if it wasn't like, it's really hard, obviously, because kids don't have the skills, but what if you could even just submit a concept like in written form.
So you can right now. It's called Rebrickable, and you charge $1 for your thing. And if your idea takes off in the free market, you will make money. Rebrickable is the greatest free enterprise engine I know.
Is that a Lego thing, though?
No, it's not, which is why it makes it such a great free market. Is there's a ton of my neighbors who say, oh, I went to Rebrickable and I bought this 99-set instruction, and I had looked up my sets and I had enough parts to make it, and now we're having really fun doing it. But there is, I would say Ideas is not the only game in town for publishing instructions and making a little bit of cash on it.
Right.
Sure, but it's such a huge market. It's a big difference between Lego Ideas and anything else as to like how much.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the fight between Bricklink and buying parts off of bricks and pieces. There is a more open economic fan generated model out there, and go. Both of them have advantages and disadvantages, but it's not a bad thing. I think that if you really are into coming up with a good, solid idea, and you want to make instructions for it, and you want to sell it, look up the rules and guides on Rebrickable and give it a shot, because there are designers on Rebrickable who are they're not wealthy, but they're certainly making money off.
I think it'd be fun for the kids. I just think it would be like because it is a kids toy company. I think it would be great to give kids more, because they've done a couple of competitions along the way where it's like, oh, you can have your concept like made into a real Lego set. They did that for Friends, like the little Friends playground thing. Just more stuff like that. Like when we worked at Cartoon Network, we did the same thing. Like we were making this show with like monsters, and the kids could like, it's a little contest where people could submit their little monster designs, and we would make one into a character. Like just kind of more that sort of thing, because kids have really great ideas, and there's a lot of untapped creativity there that if they could participate also in a similar vein of like, well, here's a cool here's a toy I would like to see that Lego's never made, and somehow be able to participate in that kind of conceptualizing. I think there's kind of a missed opportunity there. As someone who was a Lego kid and someone who's had Lego kids, I think that would be a great opportunity to engage them.
Well, that really makes me think. I like the idea of, rather than necessarily changing ideas, and I like the things that come out of ideas, of doing an Ideas Junior.
Yeah, or even just as a one-off, because sometimes they do these like Lego event type things, like just open it up. I mean, it's hard because of the whole creating an account thing, but somehow port it to like those online accounts that kids can already sign up for, the Lego.com club or Lego Club, whatever it is, that kids can have an account on. Like just port it over there and like only let kids vote or something crazy like that. It would be really fun. Yeah.
All right, then.
Clicky agrees.
Yeah, like the kids' life magazine, where you see the kids like showing off and stuff. Like it's always fun. More of that.
All right. Well, we have this has been an epic stream today. I mean, we did start 10 minutes late. I mean, we did. Because of us. But anyway, so it's time to share our minifigs before we leave for the next. Well, it'll be 2 weeks before our next show.
And we'll be back. Come and join us.
And so excited. Everybody showed up today. Like, how great to see the crew all back together, and all the everybody in the audience all back here. Made my heart warm reading that list today. All right, so who's first? Who's ready?
I don't have anything good.
I think Minifigchick is ready.
She's doing the I'm ready dance.
I'm always ready. All right, so this is from my, the Lego display boxes that have the little cubbies. So this is the background I created for this un-PC minifig that I did this micro build for.
Very
Easter
cool.
I
like the backdrop.
But
I love that backdrop.
Yeah, and I made these tiny little tikis, and I mean, it's kind of an unfortunate fig. It does have a bone in the hair, and like the old Islanders, but
it's adventurous.
It's adventurous. I like it anyway.
Very cool. All right, Holly.
I don't know. I just grabbed one. I have a whole pile here. We're gonna go with Dirty Woody, which always makes me giggle.
Dirty Woody.
Wait, what? What is what?
Yeah, it's Muddy Woody.
Because he was thrown in a trash can?
Yeah, and there's those long legs that have made a comeback with the Avatar sets.
Or is it from or is that from The Office?
Is what
Very
from The
good.
Office?
There was a whole thing in the later seasons of The Office where there was a whole thing about a Woody figure that got thrown in the garbage and had ketchup and mustard all over it.
I
And
missed
yeah,
that one, but yeah, here we go. That's our dirty Woody.
very good.
Happens to be in this pile over here for whatever reason. I have no idea.
All right, Moto.
I'll just go with a whole bunch of orange space people.
Yeah,
Oh, very
All
good.
right.
I traded for these.
Very
Woohoo.
nice. All right, you. I'm
Me?
meaning you.
Well, I have a figure today that I got for Christmas, actually.
But it's
from
not
Flynn.
Lego, right?
It's not Lego. This is not a Lego figure.
I hope Kim is still here because she's gonna like this.
But I just love this, and he really surprised me with it.
No.
It's
Yeah.
Robin Hood, and he's totally posable, and he comes with his costume as the stork. And I just
I mean,
love
he's
it.
like fully articulated. He's really
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, you
That
can
is the
swap out.
best.
He's got a surprised head that you can put on there. So that's my figure for today.
And mine is from a gift from Moto, and that is this Belleville mermaid.
Oh yes.
She's very glamorous. She has a blonde friend, but let's do this one. Those hands.
I know, right? So wrong.
Oh, sorry. This, I hate light.
We're gonna build a brick wall
Right now.
in our studio.
Yeah, a little bit of growing pains here, or deep growing pains.
What about
you
that?
guys
It's an example of it turning back into a dining room.
Yes, exactly. And
Did you
there's
guys
birds.
get hit with that air freeway highway, whatever they called it?
The big storm, you mean?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but it.
Are you talking about the like Pineapple Express or whatever?
The atmospheric river.
It's an atmospheric river.
river.
Atmospheric river.
Yeah.
River.
Yes.
Hey, Greg,
Big
how's it
time.
going?
Okay.
Yeah, it was. We did, and it's been raining nonstop for the
Yep.
past several days. But then today it's sunny out for some reason, so we're gonna take
We're
a
gonna
walk
enjoy
out,
that.
look at some.
Yeah, the
birds.
weather was so bad here. I couldn't I hadn't walked the dog in like 3 weeks until yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got nailed with that polar vortex thing, but it kind of just came and went. But it dumped a lot of snow and then left.
yeah, no, we got a lot of rain, a lot of rain.
Okay.
I'm just glad it's sunny today. So, anywho, hope that y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Is that a black base plate?
It's a dark blue base plate.
Oh, very
Yeah.
nice.
Came with
Cool.
the
That's
working on
pretty
the lighthouse now and just opening up the box. I'm so happy because it came with dark blue base plate, a little white boat, and like like power functions and
Oh,
just
nice.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
having fun.
Been
Well,
holding
what
off
great
on that
fun
one.
it's been hanging out with all you today.
Yes, as always. Now, again, we won't be here next week, but we will be back the week after that.
Come and join us.
And I think time is coming up where we may need to do some sort of like speed build competition or something
Ooh.
on the show, just for
Activities.
like just to liven things up a little bit.
We
I don't know.
should do
All
a
right.
build thing on the show.
It would
Let's
be
do it.
fun. I know we should build something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so gosh, we got to see lots of cool things today, lots of new sets coming out now and in the future. Lego ideas. It's been a romp. So great to have you all here. And until next time, friends, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear that mask when and where you still need to, and get all of those shots and all the things and the allergies and
Take
the
care of
business.
yourself,
Take
in
care of
other
yourself.
words.
Yes. And we will see you in 2 weeks. All right. Bye, everyone.
Happy building.
Bye.
Not Wednesday or Friday.
No,
Glenn.
we still, yeah.
Just start doing Wednesdays and Fridays again.
It's just laziness now.